Welcome to Resources for Commercial, Industrial, and Institutional Customers. My name is Andy Quay Pasco, and I am the Commercial Water Conservation Program Coordinator for the City of Tempe, and I am going to be your presenter today. I wanted to give you a little bit of background on our conservation program first. In the 1980s, the Arizona Groundwater Management Act statewide plan was created to manage groundwater resources. It created the Arizona Department of Water Resources, also known as ADWR, which regulates groundwater through the use and enforcement of management plans. The code dictates that 5 management plans be implemented between 1980 and 2025. So in next year, we're going to be entering our 5th management plan on January 1st. Tempe implements water conservation best management practices following the requirements outlined in each plan. On an annual basis, we summarize our efforts and assess the effectiveness of the program and report to ADWR. Tempe Water Conservation Program ensures that Tempe's water is used efficiently through effective best management practices and targeted outreach, which is our mission. Also, Tempe is evenly split when it comes to residential versus commercial water consumption. For this reason, we have 2 different programs, each dedicated to a target audience. As I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, I'm the commercial coordinator. We also have a residential coordinator. Both programs work in coordination towards the same mission. CII stands for Commercial, Industrial, and Institutional. You'll be hearing me say that a few times throughout the presentation. Tempe's CII Water Conservation Program includes utility customers such as offices, retailers, restaurants, hotels, hospitals, manufacturers, schools, apartment complexes, HOAs, and municipal water consumption. Tempe's CII program includes efforts to reduce municipal water use, such as industry standard audits of our potable systems to check for water loss, enforcement of codes and ordinances, including a water waste ordinance and low water use plan requirements. We partner with other departments to apply for water conservation focused grants, such as the most recent WIFA grants received by the city for both our parks and our water department. Internally, we audit our municipal buildings for water efficiency opportunities. We do budgeting for our water utility landscapes and parks to align with weather patterns and plant needs. And we implement smart irrigation technology such as CalSense controllers at both water utilities and parks. Tempe Water Conservation has several education and outreach offerings on an annual basis. We offer workshops about 8 times a year. This includes both in-person and virtual programs on topics like irrigation maintenance, plant selection, and landscape watering guidance. So you can visit tempe.gov/conservation and navigate to the workshops tab for a full list of our workshop schedules. Also, this is going to be our 2nd year offering the CII focus workshops. So this is our 3rd, I believe, workshop for CII customers. Tempe has a robust education and outreach program. We distribute conservation information through a quarterly CII or non-residential newsletter. Tips are also posted to the Sustainable Tempe Facebook page on something we call Water Wednesday. We have a wide array of brochures and guides on our Water Conservation Resource Library webpage, and physical copies of some of our information can also be requested on that webpage. We promote program opportunities through our WaterSmart customer utility portal as well. And Tempe is a proud partner of Water Use It Wisely, which is a comprehensive community awareness campaign that highlights water saving practices at home and at the workplace. Tempe provides all utility customers access to the WaterSmart customer portal. This portal is available at no cost and allows you to monitor hourly water consumption, water use trends, and continuous use or leaks. You can track multiple meters through the same account, add extra people to the account, and receive leak and continuous usage notifications. And currently, we have continuous alert notifications on for residential, landscape, and commercial meters. Tempe funds water conservation education for grades 1st through 3rd as part of its youth education program. We have a vendor on contract, the Environmental Education Exchange, that conducts interactive assembly presentations to elementary students, and this program is offered at no cost to educators. We hold an annual water festival for 4th graders in partnership with Arizona Project WET. Volunteers and sponsors are welcome to participate in the program. And if you're interested, you can reach out to us if your business does anything like looking for Tempe's non-residential customers can schedule specialized water efficiency consultations for their facility. A typical CII water consultation begins with staff working with a customer to find and locate leaks, evaluate internal plumbing fixtures, test and verify water flow rates, and review site-specific historical water consumption. For properties with landscapes, watering schedules, irrigation systems, plant selection, plant care, and best management practices are all reviewed on site in more of a holistic approach. And consultations conclude with a customized report that includes specific recommendations on efficiency upgrades, which allow the customer to save money and water. Businesses that go the extra mile to save water can show off their dedication to water conservation by becoming a WET certified business or Water Efficient Tempe certified business. Any business in the Tempe area can apply for this certification. You fill out the form, sign up for WaterSmart if applicable, and have a comprehensive consultation to verify water saving fixtures and practices. Once certified, you will receive a packet with a window sticker to display on your business to show off your certification, a certificate, and a hydro flask. Your business will also be added to our conservation webpage and receive a mention and description of what you do to save water in our quarterly newsletter. All right, rebates and incentives. Starting with schools, we offer school-specific grants and rebates, as well as the educational programs mentioned before. The school landscape efficiency rebate provides educational institutions with opportunities to upgrade irrigation components to highly efficient models and receive water conservation classroom presentations. Only educational institutions qualify for this rebate, and approved applicants will receive 100% of the purchase price of irrigation efficiency supplies not to exceed $3,000 per school per fiscal year. So they can apply again the following year. Schools can apply for the school garden grant once per year and receive funding for plant materials, hardware, and other irrigation-related materials. They must submit a closeout report at the end of the school year with letters from the students describing what they learned from the garden. We also have the landscape conversion rebate for converting grass to low water use plants. This program provides up to $20,000 per project per fiscal year. So you can, again, apply for this one 2 years in a row or 3 if you have a large lot and you want to split it up into phases, you can do that with this rebate. You must receive a letter of approval from planning for any landscape modifications, and we must have pictures of the project area before and after the conversion. I wanted to go a little more into detail on this one because it is such a complex rebate. The first step for this and all the rebates is to check out the terms and conditions document located on our website. Then consult with Tempe's planning division for the proposed changes. Planning will need a physical site plan with the proposed amendments. They will approve the modifications and ensure they align with city landscaping code requirements. Once an approval letter from planning is obtained, you submit a rebate application to Tempe Water Conservation. You must include before photos, the approval letter from planning, and a W-9 for the project. Conservation will review and pre-approve within 10 business days. And then once complete, submit photos of the final landscape and we'll process for payment. The indoor fixtures rebate covers the cost of replacing certain water using fixtures up to $5,000. All fixtures must be WaterSense labeled or have the Energy Star certification. Fixtures that are included are like tank toilets, commercial toilets, urinals, air-cooled ice machines, high-efficiency clothes washer, high-efficiency dishwasher, faucet aerators, pre-rinse spray valve, and shower heads. And to find out how much you could get back for replacing specific items, visit tempe.govs/rebates. The city offers a rebate of 50% of the purchase price for cooling tower upgrades capped at $50,000 per project. Any technology that increases cooling tower efficiency going above and beyond standard practices and equipment qualifies for the rebate. Some examples include overflow alarms, adding submetering to the towers, alternative sources for makeup water, and any technology that increases cycles of concentration. A pre-consultation is required to approve technology being installed and make sure it qualifies for the rebate. A post-consultation is required to verify technology has been installed, and technology must have a minimum life expectancy of 5 years. The non-residential tree bait, this is one of our newer ones, is open to all commercial, industrial, and institutional customers. You can apply for up to 5 trees. We will cover the cost up to 50% of the cost, up to $100 per tree for a total of $500. Any plant or any tree on the Arizona Department of Water Resources low water use drought tolerant plant list qualifies for the rebate. That is a long name. And if you have any questions about it, we can send you a link to the list as well. You must take before and after pictures of the space where the tree is planted and provide itemized receipts for the purchase. All right, Water Efficiency and Education Grant, also known as WEEG. This one is open to all non-residential customers in the Tempe Water Service area, including but not limited to schools, businesses, restaurants, manufacturers, hotels, and retail spaces. However, multifamily residential customers and homeowners associations are not eligible for this program. Tempe offers rebates that are specific to multifamily residential and HOA customers. You can visit tempe.gov/rebates for more information on those rebates. New construction and water efficiency upgrades that have already taken place are also ineligible for the funding. All projects that will generate quantifiable water savings backed by data are eligible for funding. This includes projects in the following categories: domestic or sanitary fixture upgrades, landscaping and irrigation improvements, cooling tower upgrades, industrial process modifications. Now, projects don't have to fit within these exact categories, but they're a good framework to start with. This grant provides 50% of the total project cost, not to exceed $60,000. The total funding available for all projects is $60,000. Therefore, applicants may not receive the full amount applied for depending on the size of the application pool each grant cycle. Funding is 50-50, meaning you will receive 50% of the grant at the start of the project and 50% at the end once the closing report has been submitted. The WEEG program follows a fiscal year cycle. Beginning each January, applications open with a deadline to apply of March 31st by 3 p.m. A grant committee will review the applications in April, and applicants will be notified of their status by May 1st. Then the applicant must sign the agreement to receive funding. After the applicant signs the agreement, they will receive the first 50% of the grant. Projects are due the following April, and closeout reports are due in June, on June 1st. Once we receive the closeout report, the applicant will receive the final 50% of the grant. There are 4 categories of criteria that applicants will be ranked by. Completeness, so all parts of the application are addressed, quotes, educational requirements, basic forms, etc. The application is submitted by the deadline. Effectiveness, we rank projects based on the percent match funding offered out of the total project cost. If an applicant can provide 50% match or higher, this application would score more favorably. We rank projects based on the annual percentage of water savings estimated, with priority given to those that predict a greater percentage of savings. And then pre-approval and eligibility will be described in the next 2 slides. First, pre-approval. Before submitting an application, we ask that you consult with Water Conservation to discuss your potential project and scope. Review the fact sheet and understand the grant process. Watch the informational webinar, which we have every January, usually within the first 2 weeks. Complete a water efficiency consultation, and then register your utility account on our customer portal, WaterSmart, at no cost. Water efficiency consultations can be completed either by our team or an outside entity. That's completely up to you. Our team is free. Once complete, consultation reports will remain valid for 5 years or until a water efficiency upgrade has been made, whichever is sooner. For projects that involve landscape modifications, including grass to low water use plant conversions, applicants must meet with Tempe's Planning Division to ensure it aligns with city landscaping code. And this one, if you're doing a landscape conversion, it will also, everything that I described for the landscape conversion rebate applies here. You have to get approval from planning and go through all those steps as well, just the same. As mentioned previously, applicants must be non-residential customers within Tempe's water service area. First-time applicants who have not received WEEG funding are prioritized. But if you decide you want to split up a project and apply 2 years in a row, you can do that. We just give priority to first-time applicants. Due to Tempe Water Conservation having multiple funding programs dedicated to public entities such as schools, a priority will also be placed on non-publicly funded applicants. Projects located on non-member lands, which there are non-member lands and member lands. Member lands are lands that receive water from SRP or the Salt River Project. Non-member lands are ones that receive water from the Colorado River. And so we put priority on projects that receive water from the Colorado River. You can contact our team to find out which you fall under if you're unsure. Lastly, nonprofits and applicants who qualify as small businesses are prioritized. So, in summary, there are several ways your business can get involved with the CII Water Conservation Program. You can register on WaterSmart for use alerts and other program updates. Like I said, it's completely free and it gives you a lot of insights on your water use. You can request a consultation with our team, also free. Become a WET certified business. Subscribe to our quarterly newsletter. Visit the Library of Resources on our webpage. Consider sponsoring or volunteering for the annual Water Festival, or take advantage of one of our many rebates and grants.